Good afternoon. I'm Ron Furlong, and we're here with Charlie Chambers, one of the four candidates for the 2023 by-election for the position of councillor for the town of Amherst. Just to give you a sense of how this will play out, Mr. Chambers will have an opportunity to speak for up to 5 minutes, introducing himself and his platform. Following that, we'll move to questions which have been shared with the candidates, and the questions provided to the candidates have been chosen from three sources: from those submitted by public during previous Meet the Candidates events, have been prepared by the Chamber of Commerce, or have been submitted by the candidates themselves. Each candidate will be asked a total of 4 of these 10 questions, and the specific questions and the order of asking has been drawn at random. They'll have 2 minutes to answer each question. Following the questions, they'll have 3 minutes to provide their closing comments for the interview. Now, having the small print out of the way, let's hear from Mr. Chambers. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to turn the floor over to you to give us some sense of what this election is about for you.
Thanks, Ron. My name is Charlie Chambers. The reason I'm putting in for council is basically to help give back to the community, which has been so great to myself and my family all these years. I'm a longtime teacher, volunteer, and coach here in the Amherst area, many of it through the Amherst Regional High School. And especially the other part is giving back to the community, especially when I was sick with COVID a year and a half ago, in the lowest point of my life, and just trying to give back to the community who was so supportive with family and friends in the community that cared for us.
Thank you. So the first question that I have for you is, what do you feel is one of your strengths and what do you feel is one of your weaknesses?
For my strengths, I would probably say approachability and open-mindedness. I know it's only said one, but the ability to work with others. I work collaboratively and with teams all my life. On the weakness side, this is my first foray into politics, just to help out with the town again, and to try to do as much as I can to give back to my community.
Thank you. The second question that I have for you is, with all levels of appropriate housing throughout North America being in short supply, what do you see as the opportunities for the town of Amherst to address that need locally?
Basically, with us, I think we need to work on affordable housing. We can build all we want, but if it's not a very high income town, as we all know, but it's people can they can find places, which is, we're really struggling. People are struggling in all walks of life here in the town. They're looking to try to find a place that they can afford and they can actually maintain as well. So the main part will be the affordable housing. We know the developers are trying to do things and come into town, and that's understandable too. We're trying to build what we have, but again, the bottom line of it all is affordable housing for everybody here in the town, for all age groups, right from the youth right up through till the seniors.
Thank you. The third question I have for you is, outmigration is one of the biggest hits to our economy, with youth, families, and skilled people leaving our local area to obtain higher paying jobs in other parts of Canada. How will you address the need for a newcomer recruitment strategy to improve employment and retention rates for businesses and to stabilize the tax base?
I think with this, the people have gone, the youth have gone, but the youth have also come back. I think we're getting more people back in our area. Business-wise, we're trying to develop the business as much as possible. Also, with Amherst is what you make it. Amherst is what we make it. I tell my students that all the time, because they're always looking to go elsewhere. And I said, give Amherst a chance. We have businesses in the industrial park. We have businesses around. You're driving around any areas of town, you see the hiring. Hopefully we can, and also as part of that too, we have our labor base is becoming more people coming from away, more have for the municipal base, and that seems to be a great sign. Hopefully people will maintain and stay, other than just being here for a set amount of time. And if the other thing with this is one of the questions I think where I'm not really completely into the politics yet, or hopefully I'll get the chance. But if I don't know, I'll ask, and I have no problem asking questions of people. And I have pretty good resources for people I know, I guess, or I know for amount of people in the town, and we'll just keep asking, ask until we get it right, continue on, and hopefully just maintain and not just maintain, but hopefully let our town thrive.
Thank you very much. The final question that I have for you is, over the years, councils have worked on various strategies to increase tourism in our county. As a candidate in this election, what action should the council take and complete in the next few years to boost tourism in the short term and in the long term?
We need to keep selling what we have. We have quite a bit of things in the town, schools, hospitals, and all that attracts people. I mean, obviously, the biggest concern right now, obviously one of the things and right across the country and everywhere is healthcare, and then we're trying to promote to get doctors here and all that. So we've always have been working, not just work at our level of our municipal politics, but go with the county as much as possible, collaborate with the county and collaborate with the province as much as possible. And then that would go federal, obviously, if that works out as well. But things we have should be probably promoted. I think we've done a great job. I think we've done a good job with our tourism. And we have the beaches close by. We're right in we're the central part of the Maritimes. I tell my students in that all the time. Look and see where the Maritimes are located. You'll see Amherst is right in the middle of it. And maybe we get back to there was an old school saying back in the years I used to read my students. It's called Busy Amherst. Maybe we get back to that. But look after the things we have and hopefully promote as much, along with, like I said, I know I already probably repeating myself. I'm kind of nervous here, but to go with the other politicians as well, the collaboration with town councillors as well as the county and province.
Thank you very much for that. I would ask if you would like to take a couple of minutes and anything that you would want to leave us with as far as information or what you have to say to us before this interview is out.
The pillars for the platform is basically it's giving back to the community, which I said already have been with basically where I was sick. The community, like family, friends, and community were so good, and just their positive vibes and prayers and kind words really got me back on my feet. Like both Ruth and I were both sick. Myself a little bit more so with being on the ventilator for 3 weeks, which I can't recall. Lifelong learning is another one, Ron, and that's just basically I've been doing it all my life as a teacher and as a coach and as a mentor for the town has been very good with me, allowing me to be just those three things. Like I've been able to work with everyone throughout the area. I'm either coaching or teaching them, or a lot of the families. And now I'm on the couple of generations in. A lot of the students I have now are, although I'm retired, I'm still subbing, but a lot of the students are now in Mr. Chambers. You taught my mother and so on. And then dedication to the town, which I left for university. I came back, and I've been fortunate with the way the town's been. I'm kind of more of a sports person, as many people know, and I do feel that with my coaching. The other parts, I guess, I try to stand for fairness and equity. As I mentioned before, I'm very approachable. The town is, I know majority of the town, I think I can't give specific numbers on that, but I know, I mean, I try to do for the town what the town has done for me, giving me an opportunity to kind of blossom with my career and so on, where it's been. Equity, I stand for equity and collaboration, inclusion, diversity. The youth of our town hopefully will increase. I mean, we have one of the best things around town is the youth center, which is one of the initiatives from the town. That's helping for the next couple of years. Hopefully that will maintain and deal with the students and former students and deal with people actually that not everybody has a say, or they don't feel that they have a say, but hopefully they will. And hopefully I could be the voice for them, I hope. A lot of them kind of on the fringe or just students and people like that. Accessibility, the initiative taken for the town, volunteerism. I've been fortunate that the town has let me do things with the families over the years with my career, and I'm hoping that you'll give me the opportunity to do that with town council. Thank you very much for everything.
Well, thank you. I appreciate having you come in and do the interview with us, and best of luck for you as I wish all the candidates. So that will do it for our interview this afternoon with Mr. Charlie Chambers. Thank you.
Thank you.